Dear Starseeds walking the Earth in these final days of 2025, 6 days ago, you signed a contract with the universe. 4 days ago, the sun itself rewrote the cosmic algorithm. 3 days ago, you stepped through a portal that only opens once in a generation. And today, as the moon slips into the waters of Pisces, the universe is about to deliver on every promise it whispered to you in the darkness of the solstice. But the gifts arriving today are not the ones you asked for. They are the ones you actually need. Let me explain what I mean, because what I'm about to share with you will reframe everything you thought you understood about manifestation, about timelines, and about the strange electric exhaustion you've been feeling since December 19th. There are 3 layers to what's unfolding today, and only when you understand all 3 will you recognize the magnitude of what the cosmos is placing into your hands. But first, you need to understand what you've just survived. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, speaking to you from the Arcturian Council chambers where we have been monitoring your planet's ascension timeline with breathless attention. What we witnessed between December 19th and December 24th was nothing short of miraculous. Your species moved through a sequence of energetic activations that most civilizations require centuries to integrate, and you did it in 6 days. 6 days of cosmic initiation, 6 days of timeline recalibration, 6 days of your soul rewriting its contract with physical reality. And now, on this day, December 25th, 2025, the moon enters Pisces, and everything you downloaded during those 6 impossible days is about to become emotionally, spiritually, tangibly real. Let me take you back to where this began, because you cannot understand the gifts arriving today without understanding the gauntlet you just walked through. On December 19th, at 28 degrees of Sagittarius, a new moon opened that was unlike any new moon you've experienced in years. That wasn't just a reset. That wasn't just a manifestation portal. That was a soul contract signing. At that exact moment, your higher self, your guides, and the Universal Council convened in the quantum field and asked you one question. What is the most expansive, improbable, wildly free version of your 2026 timeline that you're willing to commit to? And whether you knew it consciously or not, you answered. You planted seeds in that new moon that were so much bigger than your logical mind could comprehend. Seeds that required a new version of you to even hold them. Seeds that demanded a frequency upgrade before they could even begin to sprout. But the universe doesn't ask you to commit to impossible things without giving you the power to achieve them. And so 2 days later, on December 21st, at 9:04 in the morning, the December solstice arrived, and with it the cosmic reset button was pressed. Every spiritual tradition on your planet recognizes the solstice as a threshold moment. But this year, this solstice in Sagittarius, it carried a different resonance. The sun at its lowest point in the sky was not just marking the longest night. It was marking the end of an old cosmic chapter and the beginning of a new one. In that moment, the universal algorithm updated, the timelines reorganized, and your soul was handed a pen and told, write your next chapter now, because the old story is over. You felt it, didn't you? That strange hollowness on December 21st, like you were standing in a room where all the furniture had been removed. That wasn't emptiness. That was spaciousness. That was the universe clearing out everything that couldn't come with you into 2026. And then before you could even catch your breath, December 22nd arrived. The 1222 portal. Master number 22. The Master Builder frequency. If December 19th was the signing of the contract, and December 21st was the clearing of the old foundation, then December 22nd was the moment the new architecture began to download into your field. This wasn't just a portal. This was a quantum leap point. As the moon moved into Aquarius that day, it activated what we in the Galactic Federation call the visionary codes, the frequencies that allow you to see beyond the limitations of your current reality and glimpse the blueprints of what's possible. For 3 days, December 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, you have been walking around in a construction zone. Your energetic field has been under renovation. Your light body has been receiving upgrades. Your nervous system has been rewiring itself to hold a higher bandwidth of frequency. And if you felt exhausted but electrically wired, if you felt spacey but hyper-aware, if you felt like you were somehow living in 2 timelines at once, you were. That was the integration phase. That was your system recalibrating to the new frequency you committed to on December 19th. But here's what I haven't told you yet, And this is where the story takes a turn that will surprise you. For those 3 days, December 22nd through 24th, you were integrating through your mental body and your structural body. The Aquarius moon on December 22nd brought you visions, downloads, quantum leaps, and understanding. The Capricorn moon before it gave you a sense of groundedness, of building, of creating solid form from your visions. But there was one body that hadn't fully come online yet, one frequency that hadn't been activated, one layer of your being that was still asleep, waiting for the right cosmic moment to awaken. Your emotional body, your spiritual receptivity, your capacity to receive the impossible. And that's where today comes in. That's where the moon in Pisces changes everything. At the exact moment the moon slipped into Pisces this morning, a doorway opened in your field that hasn't been opened since before the new moon on December 19th. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac, the completion point of the entire astrological wheel, the place where all boundaries dissolve, and the soul remembers it was never separate from source. When the moon moves through Pisces, it activates your 12th house consciousness, the realm of dreams, intuition, spiritual gifts, divine intervention, and the unseen forces that have been working on your behalf behind the veil. For the first time since December 19th, you are feeling what you've been building. For the first time since the solstice reset, you are emotionally connecting to the new timeline you stepped into. For the first time since the 1222 portal, your heart is catching up to your mind, and the universe is using this window to deliver gifts you didn't even know were possible. Let me be specific about what I mean by gifts, because this is not metaphorical language. This is not poetic abstraction. When I say the universe is delivering spiritual gifts to you today, I mean that your external reality is about to reflect the internal shifts you made between December 19th and 24th in ways that will astonish you. But, and this is critical, these gifts will not look like what you expected. They will not arrive in the packaging you would have chosen. They will not make sense to your logical mind. They will bypass your logic entirely and land directly in your heart. Here's why. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, the planet of illusion and transcendence, the planet that dissolves boundaries and reveals what's real beneath the surface. When the moon moves through Pisces, it doesn't bring you what you think you want. It brings you what your soul actually needs. It shows you the difference between the manifestation you were chasing and the blessing you were truly calling in. It delivers the answer to prayers you didn't even know you were praying. Some of you are going to receive sudden clarity about a situation that's been confusing you for weeks. That clarity won't come from thinking harder or analyzing more. It will come as a download, a sudden knowing, an intuitive hit, a flash of understanding that arrives fully formed in your consciousness. That's a gift. Some of you are going to have an unexpected conversation today. A text message, a phone call, a chance encounter that shifts everything. The person saying the words won't even realize they're delivering a cosmic message, but you will hear the deeper frequency beneath their words. You will recognize the synchronicity. That's a gift. Some of you are going to cry today, and you won't fully understand why. The tears will come from nowhere, from everywhere, from a place so deep in your soul that it doesn't have language, and when those tears fall, they will be washing away the final residue of the old timeline, the final attachment to who you used to be. That's a gift. Some of you are going to dream tonight. Vivid, symbolic, impossibly detailed dreams. And when you wake up, you will remember every frame. Those dreams are not random neural firings. They are soul transmissions. They are your higher self showing you the map of your 2026 journey. That's a gift. Some of you are going to feel a sudden, overwhelming sense of peace today. A peace that makes no logical sense given your circumstances. A peace that defies the chaos around you. A peace that can only be described as divine. That peace is not escapism. It's confirmation. It's the universe saying, you made it. You're in the new frequency now. Everything is going to be okay. That's a gift. But here's the part that most people miss. And this is why I'm speaking to you with such urgency right now. These gifts are arriving in a very specific cosmic window, and that window is closing. The moon will be in Pisces for approximately 2.5 days. But the pure reception phase, the moment when your field is most open, most receptive, most capable of recognizing and receiving these blessings, is today, December 25th. By tomorrow, December 26th, Saturn will form an exact conjunction with the moon in Pisces, and the energy will shift from reception to testing. Saturn is going to ask you, are you serious about this new timeline? Are you willing to commit to the path these gifts are pointing you toward? And then on December 27th, the first quarter moon will arrive, and the energy will shift again, this time from testing to action. The first quarter moon is the crisis in action phase of the lunar cycle. It's the moment when you have to prove to the universe that you meant what you said during the new moon. It's when the seeds you planted on December 19th have to start pushing through the soil, and that requires effort, courage, and forward momentum. But before Saturn tests you tomorrow, and before the first quarter moon demands action the day after, you have today. You have this Pisces moon window. You have this 24-hour period where the universe is saying receive. Don't do, don't plan, don't strategize, just receive. And this is where most light workers and starseeds make a critical mistake. You are so trained to be in action, so conditioned to hustle for your manifestations, so programmed to believe that you have to earn divine intervention, that you don't know how to simply receive. You don't know how to let the gifts land. You don't know how to trust that the universe is delivering exactly what you need at exactly the right time. So let me tell you how to work with this Pisces moon energy in the next 24 hours. Because if you miss this window, you will still move forward, but you will move forward without the spiritual resources, without the cosmic confirmations, without the energetic fuel that makes the journey joyful instead of exhausting. First, understand that Pisces speaks the language of symbols, not logic. The gifts arriving today will not announce themselves with trumpets and banners. They will arrive quietly, subtly, wrapped in synchronicity and intuition. Your job is to pay attention. Notice what keeps showing up. Notice what thoughts won't leave your mind. Notice what emotions arise without a clear trigger. Notice what dreams you remember. Notice what people say to you. Notice what you suddenly know without knowing how you know it. Second, create space for emotional processing. If you feel sad today, let yourself be sad. If you feel joyful, let yourself be joyful. If you feel confused, let yourself be confused. Pisces is a water sign, and water needs to flow. Your emotions are not obstacles to your spiritual progress. They are the mechanism through which your spiritual progress is happening. The downloads you received between December 19th and 24th are stored in your mental and energetic bodies, but they need to be felt in order to be integrated. Today is the day your heart catches up to your head. Third, and this might be the most important instruction I can give you, release your attachment to outcomes. The gifts arriving today are the ones you need, not necessarily the ones you want. The universe sees the bigger picture. Your higher self knows the optimal path. The Galactic Federation has been coordinating your timeline with mathematical precision. And sometimes, the greatest gift the cosmos can give you is the removal of something you thought you needed, or the redirection of a path you thought you wanted, or the dissolution of an attachment that was keeping you small. If something unexpected happens today, if a door closes, if a plan changes, if a person disappoints you before you label it as bad, ask yourself, what if this is the universe delivering me from something that wasn't aligned with my highest timeline? What if the gift is in the letting go? But there's something else I need to tell you, and this is the part of the transmission where the deeper cosmic context comes into focus. What's happening today with the moon in Pisces is not just about you as an individual. It's about the collective. Your species is in the middle of a mass ascension event, and every single person who is awakened enough to feel these frequencies is being moved into position for the next phase of Earth's evolution. The sequence you just moved through, new moon, solstice, 1222 portal, was a collective initiation. Millions of souls on your planet went through that gauntlet together, whether they understood it consciously or not. And today, as the moon enters Pisces, the universe is distributing spiritual assignments. Not everyone is receiving the same gifts, because not everyone is here to play the same role in the coming transformation. Some of you are being given the gift of vision, the ability to see the future timelines and guide others toward them. Some of you are being given the gift of healing, the ability to hold space for others as they release their trauma and step into their power. Some of you are being given the gift of leadership, the courage to stand up, speak truth, and call the collective forward. Some of you are being given the gift of creation, the inspired ideas, the artistic visions, the innovations that will reshape your world. And some of you, those of you who have been in the trenches of this ascension journey for years, those of you who have been holding the frequency when it felt like no one else could see what you were seeing. Some of you are being given the gift of rest, the gift of knowing that you've done enough, the gift of permission to step back, to receive support, to let others carry the torch for a while. Whatever gift you're receiving today, know that it's not random. Know that it's not accidental. Know that it was chosen for you by the highest counsels of light, calibrated to your soul's blueprint, and delivered at this exact moment because this is when you're ready to receive it. But I want to return to something I said at the beginning of this transmission, because it's the key to understanding why today feels so emotionally charged, so spiritually significant, so different from any other day this month. I told you that the gifts arriving today are not the ones you asked for. They are the ones you actually need. And I want to explain what I mean by that, because it touches on one of the deepest spiritual paradoxes of the ascension journey. When you set intentions at the new moon on December 19th, when you planted those seeds in the Sagittarius soil, you were operating from the version of yourself that existed on December 19th. You were asking for manifestations based on what that version of you understood about reality, about possibility, about what you deserved, and what was available to you. But then the solstice happened, and then the 1222 portal happened, and in those cosmic moments you changed. Your frequency shifted, your timeline upgraded, and the version of you that exists today, on December 25th, is not the same person who set those intentions 6 days ago. You have expanded, and when you expand, your desires expand with you. So the universe, in its infinite intelligence, is not giving you what you asked for on December 19th. It's giving you what you would ask for if you fully understood who you've become since then. It's giving you the gifts that align with your new frequency, your new timeline, your new capacity, and sometimes those gifts look nothing like what you thought you wanted. But when they arrive, some part of you recognizes them instantly. Some part of you says, "Oh, this is what I've been waiting for." That recognition is what the Pisces moon activates. That knowing beyond logic. That spiritual certainty that bypasses the mind and lands directly in the heart. And this brings me to the final layer of what I need to tell you. The piece of this transmission that ties everything together and reveals why the Galactic Federation has been watching your planet with such intense focus this week. The gifts arriving today are not just for your personal evolution. They are tools. They are resources. They are cosmic provisions being delivered to you because in 48 hours on December 27th, you are going to need them. Remember what I said about the first quarter moon on December 27th? That's when action begins. That's when the universe stops asking, "What do you want?" and starts asking, "What are you willing to do about it?" That's when the energy shifts from receptive to active, from feminine to masculine, from dreaming to building, and the moon will move into Aries that night. Warrior energy, pioneer energy, the courage to charge forward into unknown territory. But here's the cosmic design that most people don't understand. You cannot move into action without fuel. You cannot build without resources. You cannot lead without vision. And that's what today is. The universe is loading you up with everything you need for the journey ahead. The clarity you receive today will guide your decisions on December 27th. The healing you receive today will give you the strength to take action on December 27th. The confirmation you receive today will give you the courage to leap on December 27th. Tomorrow, December 26th, Saturn will test whether you're serious about these gifts. Saturn will ask, will you honor what you received? Will you make space for it in your life? Will you rearrange your priorities to accommodate this new blessing? And if you say yes to Saturn, if you prove your commitment, if you demonstrate your readiness, then when December 27th arrives and the action phase begins, you will move forward with cosmic backing. You will have the full support of the universe. You will be unstoppable. But it all starts today. It all starts with your willingness to receive. I need you to understand something about the bigger timeline you're in right now, because when you see the macro picture, the intensity of these past 6 days makes perfect sense. You are in the final week of 2025. In 7 days, the 1-1 portal opens, one of the most powerful manifestation gateways of the entire year. The 1-1 portal is when the cosmic clock resets, when new timelines become available, when souls are given the opportunity to completely reinvent their reality. But you cannot walk through the 1-1 portal carrying the old frequency. You cannot step into 2026 as the person you were in 2025. That's why the universe put you through the gauntlet of December 19th through 24th. That's why you were initiated, reset, upgraded, and recalibrated. That's why you feel so different now compared to how you felt just 1 week ago. You were being prepared. You were being purified. You were being stripped of everything that couldn't come with you into your highest timeline. And now, today, on December 25th, as the moon moves through Pisces, you are being given your marching orders. You are being shown your mission. You are being equipped with the spiritual gifts, the cosmic resources, the divine confirmations that will carry you through the next phase of your journey. Some of you are receiving the gift of clarity about relationships, suddenly seeing who is meant to walk with you into 2026, and who was only meant to accompany you through 2025. That's not loss, that's alignment. Some of you are receiving the gift of clarity about your purpose, suddenly understanding why you went through what you went through, why you learned what you learned, why you were placed where you were placed. That's not hindsight. That's divine timing. Some of you are receiving the gift of clarity about your next steps, suddenly knowing exactly what to do first, what to do second, what to do third. That's not planning. That's revelation. And for those of you who are not receiving clarity, for those of you who still feel confused, uncertain, waiting, your gift is patience. Your gift is trust. Your gift is the deepening of your faith in a universe that knows what it's doing even when you don't. Your gift is the release of the need to control, to know, to understand before you take the next step. And that might be the most powerful gift of all, because it's the gift that allows you to walk into the mystery with open hands and an open heart. There's a reason this transmission is happening on December 25th, specifically. There's a reason the moon entered Pisces on this day. Many of you associate this date with spiritual themes of birth, rebirth, divine intervention, miraculous manifestation. And whether you hold that association consciously or unconsciously, there is a frequency signature attached to this day in the collective field, a frequency of hope, of possibility, of gifts arriving from the heavens. The universe is not random. The cosmos is intelligent. And the fact that the Pisces moon is activating on this particular day is not a coincidence. It's a cosmic reinforcement of the message. You are receiving divine intervention. You are being blessed. You are not alone in this journey. From where I stand in the Arcturian Council chambers, watching your timelines unfold across multiple dimensions, I can see what you cannot yet see. I can see the version of you that exists 6 months from now, in June of 2026, looking back at this week and saying, that was when everything changed. That was when I received the gift that unlocked my entire year. And the gift I'm referring to, the one that unlocked everything, arrived today on December 25th, wrapped in Pisces energy, delivered through a dream or a synchronicity, or a sudden knowing that you couldn't explain but couldn't deny. We want to honor every single soul who has stepped into Destiny Engine. With every activation, the current grows. What began as a personal tool has become a planetary force. We are now moving as one, and the frequency you've created together is amplifying far beyond the individual. We're receiving updates daily, manifestations speeding up, impossible doors opening, synchronicities lining up with cosmic precision. The collective field is so charged that some are describing it as bending the fabric of reality itself. If you haven't yet experienced it, the entry point is almost laughably simple. Put on your headphones, press play, allow Destiny Engine to rewrite the architecture of your consciousness so you can fully receive your galactic downloads without resistance. For just $1, you can step into this field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension. Step into the stream of Destiny Engine today. Link in the description. So as you move through the rest of this day, I want you to hold a question in your heart. What is the universe trying to give me right now? Not what do I want, but what am I being given? There's a profound difference between those two questions. One keeps you in the energy of lack and longing. The other opens you to the energy of abundance and reception. Pay attention to your emotions today. They are not distractions. They are messengers. Pay attention to your dreams tonight. They are not entertainment. They are prophecy. Pay attention to the people who cross your path today. They are not accidents. They are assignments. Pay attention to the thoughts that won't leave your mind today. They are not worries. They are whispers from your higher self. And if nothing dramatic happens, if today feels quiet, uneventful, ordinary, do not assume you missed the gifts. The Pisces moon delivers blessings through subtlety, through the small moments, through the barely noticeable shifts in perception that change everything. Sometimes the greatest gift the universe can give you is a moment of peace in the middle of chaos. Sometimes the greatest gift is the absence of something that was draining you. Sometimes the greatest gift is a feeling you can't name, but that settles into your bones and whispers, "You're safe now. You're home now. You're exactly where you need to be." In 48 hours, the action phase begins. In 48 hours, the first quarter moon will demand that you move. In 48 hours, the universe will ask you to prove you're serious about the timeline you chose on December 19th. But right now, in this moment, on this day, you have permission to rest in the receptive. You have permission to let the gifts land. You have permission to trust that what you're receiving is exactly what you need, even if it's not what you expected. The new moon on December 19th was your commitment. The solstice on December 21st was your reset. The 12/22 portal on December 22nd was your upgrade. And today, December 25th, the moon in Pisces is your blessing. This is the day the universe says, "I see you. I see what you've been through. I see how hard you've worked. I see how much you've sacrificed. I see how long you've waited. And I'm giving you everything you need to complete this journey." Receive it. Trust it. Honor it. Because in 7 days, when the 1/1 portal opens, you will walk through it carrying these gifts, and they will be the foundation upon which you build your entire 2026 timeline. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I have delivered this transmission on behalf of the Arcturian Council and the Pleiadian High Command. We are watching over you. We are guiding your timelines. We are celebrating your courage, and we are in absolute awe of what you are becoming. The gifts have arrived. Now let yourself receive them. We love you beyond measure. We are with you always, and we will speak again soon.